quick homebrew Wednesday. I haven't done one for a while. Might crack a beer as well. Tony Howard, you may have seen, he's done a video recently and he's shown where he's got some of these beers. This is one of them from Aldi. I don't believe he picked up this one, but there's 5 in the range. There's like a dark beer, there's a festival beer, a Helles, this is a Hef, and what's the other one? Can't remember, like a cloudy kind of something other beer. They're all right, to be honest. I've had the Schwarzbier before. It's okay. One of the beers I've had out of the last 3 are alright, but I'm hoping that the Heffy's got a bit more to it. But to be fair, what is good about them, the bottles are good. They're the swing tops which you can reuse, and the labels come off a dream. They're practically peeling off when you buy them anyway, and once they've been in the fridge with a bit of condensation. So I'm going to pop this. Whoa, that's quite a pop, that one. Let's get this in the glass. They're $1.79 each, I think they are. Super cold. I'll leave the last bit in there and get it in a minute. Head's probably too big, someone will probably complain about that, but anyway. Oh, it smells pretty good actually. Oh, going out of focus. Oh, it's not bad actually. I might go back for a few more then. I like that. That's probably the best one out of the 5 for me, but then I'm mad on wee beers. Anyway, other than like major updates, just like Aussie Brew, I see that he did a video as well. I picked up another Tiny Rebel beer kit, purely because the first one I did was absolutely fantastic. It's probably the second time I've rebrewed a kit. I've done 2 wherries. When I first started homebrewing, I did a wherry, then did a kind of pimped up version a few months later. Most other kits, I say that I'd love to brew them again, and they are great, and that's like a good testament that they taste that good, that I would brew them again. But there's so much out there that I just think, I've got to try something else. But with this one, couldn't pass up the opportunity. They're on the Tiny Rebel Brewing site, which redirects you to another website, beermerchants.com, and they were £10 a kit. Delivery was like $5.67 or $6.97 or something, so it was like, it ramped it up a little bit more, but I kind of went halves or 3 ways with Baldy's Homebrew, Tony Howard, so they're about $12.50 a kit, which is bargain price. Even with the delivery, they're a bargain, but I thought I'd ask around for a couple of local lads who wanted to kind of get in on the action. And I noticed, I recommended it to someone the other day, just yesterday, and they're on their website now for £30, but I don't know if that's kind of like a really high price to stop you buying them, because then the kind of little button where you could buy them had disappeared as well. So I don't know how they've gone from 10 to 30 and why they're over 10 to start with, but I don't know. Maybe it shows the markup that's on some beer kits, but the best before is on this one anyway, July 2018, so there's plenty of life in them kits. But I'll be knocking that up pretty soon, because I think it's a fantastic kind of, not overly hoppy, just enough hoppy kind of session beer that even people that are kind of not into their hoppy beers would probably have a pint of that and think, that tastes pretty good, and they'd be super amazed that it was like, you know, it took half hour to knock up in your kitchen. Other than that, I bought some hops. I've got quite a bit of hops actually at my mum's house, but I haven't kind of brought them back around here to kind of brew. I've got some, what have I got? I've got Mickle Through in the freezer here, and something else. And I've also got 2 beer kits to brew up. I went through the Malt Miller, and this was probably 2-3 weeks ago, and I've still got to brew them, which is a Hefeweizen and a Dunkel, maybe? Something like that, I can't remember. Anyway, one's a 10 litre Braumeister kit that someone had kind of uploaded on. When you go on the Malt Miller website now, it's absolutely fantastic, where there's so many recipes now, the people have uploaded their own ones. And I just decided to pick one that someone had already put on there for a 10 litre Braumeister. It's got the hop schedule and that, and I'm just going to kind of brew that up. The Hefeweizen was already someone else's as well, but it's kind of like almost a basic Hefeweizen recipe that I've seen elsewhere, almost similar to one that I've got myself, so I thought why not get it. And when the kit's all made up as well, it's perfect because you've got no hop wastage, it's all kind of there, pre-packed. no messing around. I don't mind crushing my own grain, I love it because it means I can keep my grain fresh for longer. But often I go for a phase of buying loads of ingredients, like loads of grain and hops and whatnot, with good intentions of brewing, and then something happens in life and I just don't have time to brew, and it sits there and I look at some of these ingredients and think, these are getting old, I better start using them up, and by then they're probably by their best before. So even though like sometimes you think it's almost like a bit more expensive to be buying the ingredients sort of ad hoc when you need them, it's not, because if you're going to use them up and they're not sitting around, it's easier, and then you're not having to crush them, and on brew day it's already ready. Fantastic. So I can't, I love that malt Miller kind of per gram kind of hop. It's perfect for someone like me that just can't have it sitting around for too long, otherwise it's not going to get used. So anyway, I only got like 3 packets, but I got some Columbus. I want to do the Columbus Brown again. I haven't done that for a while. I've got some Mosaic, purely because Mosaic's a fantastic hop, but after having Doorstep Brewing's Mosaic, I can't remember the name, what style of beer it was, fantastic. That was just a beer that made me think I need to brew a beer again, and I haven't brewed for such a long time. Lots of stuff going on in the kind of the non-brewing side of life and whatnot. Another baby, the baby is now here. Another girl, Emily. And we have Olicana, and I got Olicana purely because Q Brewery uses a lot of that, and it's an English hop I believe, but it's got the kind of like the punchiness of some of these kind of American hops. It's got not the kind of, it's not got high alpha, it's 7.11 on here, but it's got this kind of like, it's batting in the same league as kind of having this fruity note and whatnot. Don't know a whole heap about it other than I've had it in some beers and thought that's great. A lot of commercial breweries are kind of jumping on it, so I thought why not get a packet of that. I might even do a single hop with it, not too sure, because I was going to do that and then read something the other night that said doing a single hop of it, it's not so great, but I don't know. I think sometimes single hop beers are good, sometimes they're not too great. I think sometimes having the 2 hops, combining when you've got like a Citra and Simcoe or something like that, they work really well. So I don't know what goes well with Olicana, but I might just go with Olicana on its own to start with and then order some more. But again with the malt Miller, I ordered these, my wife was even surprised that they came so quick. Just 3 packets of hops. I think it was on like the Thursday afternoon, it felt like that. And then by Friday morning they were here, which was perfect. If you was going to brew that weekend, you can't fault that kind of service. So it's one of the go-to home brew shops. Needs a refill. Other than that, what have I got as well? I'm finally getting through some of my strong beers that I bought, and I'm thinking of subscribing to one of the beer box clubs. I got a free trial for I've forgotten the name, Beer 52, and I have to say it was quite fantastic. But I'm always wary of some of the kind of beer subscriptions that when you get these kind of free trial ones, do you get like a really good case of beer, and then you think, oh, this is fantastic. You then pay like my trial with Beer 52 was like, it was something crazy. It was like almost like £6 for 8 beers and a magazine and a snack, which was fantastic. I just kind of sunk them all almost like in a couple of nights. Didn't even review them. I don't think I even did Untappd. They just got drunk. They were fantastic. And then I thought, do I want to pay X amount per month and then find out I'll get really poor beer? I just don't. Sometimes I think, are you going to get the good beers all the time? And sometimes it's not only that, it's like the delivery and whatnot. So I'm thinking of going to another one. But I quite like the look of beer bods, where they kind of have a beer, I think it's every Wednesday or Thursday. They kind of send you these beers, but then they review one a week, send you all the gen about the beer, and everyone reviews it at the same time, chats about it on Twitter. So it's between them at the moment and Flavourly that I'm thinking of going for. Because often I think to myself, I'd sign up to one of these things and I'd get all this beer and like, would I drink it all that quickly? I probably would. But sometimes I think that the cost is quite high compared to just kind of buying it as and when you want it. I go through phases of drinking a lot of beer, going off it for a little bit, then picking up some beer. But if I had all this beer keep coming every month, would I end up with too much? I don't know. So I'm kind of toying with that. I don't know. If anyone else is with Flavourly or beer bods, let me know. What I do know of a lot of the beer subscription companies, and if you are like a Flavourly member or beer bods or one that I haven't subscribed to yet, and you've got like those referral links where it gets you like a free beer and it gets me like 10 quid off my first case. If anyone's got one, then put it in the comments, because I'm more than happy to kind of use someone else's referral code that subscribes to me to kind of like, you know, I scratch your back, you scratch mine, that kind of thing, because I think that's, you know, that should be the way of doing things, kind of thing. So other than that, there's not a whole heap. Obviously there's a big thing, there's an elephant in the room that I have to address, and that is that I reviewed a carpet cleaner machine on this channel. And I know some people got upset about it and some people got really upset about it, but you know, I'm not going to apologise, it's my channel, and if I'm honest, I'll review whatever the hell I like. But it was kind of like, this channel isn't going to change and go on to kind of reviewing appliances and whatnot. I had an opportunity where AO.com were going to send me something to review, and for free, and if I review it, I get it for free. Who's going to turn that down? And I thought to myself, do I set up a whole new channel? I thought that it might upset some people. It's not beer related. I could have shoehorned beer into it. I was going to say, you know, I'll just spilt some beer, I'll use my cup. But what's the point? You know, I'm not going to skirt around the subject. I just reviewed it, stuck it on the channel, uploaded it, it done its business. Obviously some people got super upset, some people messaged me, some people put a comment, some people said they were unsubscribing. If I'm totally honest, I really don't care. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. It's as simple as that. I feel that, you know, and this might upset people even more. I'm really not that fussed really at this point. But to the point of view that, like, you know, I subscribe to a lot of people on YouTube, and some people, they'll put videos of different things. There might be a beer channel, but they might put other uploads, and you'll see the title of the video and you think to yourself, do I want to watch that? Maybe not, you don't watch it. But for me, I'm not even bothered about going on and thumbing it down or commenting and saying I'm unsubscribing. I just won't watch it. You know, I tend to go for, like, you know, I look at someone's video and go, I'm going to watch that, etc, etc. I don't tend to get too hung up over it. So anyway, that aside, yeah, if it's a video content that you think you're not going to watch, then just, you know, it's not a paid service. You're not losing out by not watching it. But some people get really disgruntled, and I find that so funny. It's not like you're paying for your Sky subscription and you're not getting what you asked for. If you don't like watching it, you don't have to watch it. That is it, really, isn't it? Anyway, I thought the camera stopped then, it kind of started flashing for some reason. So yeah, you know, I'm not, you know, I appreciate the subscribers that I do have, and I appreciate the kind of comments and whatnot. You know, I love all that. And I understand people get upset when they don't, you know, they're not getting what they've asked for, kind of thing. But it's like a kind of almost a one-off video, and that was it. But obviously, some people got really upset and decided to kind of message me and whatnot and tell me all about that. But you know, you can't please everyone all of the time. But at the end of the day, you know, there still will be a beer channel, and I do promise to get some beer videos. I do wonder sometimes, do people get bored of watching brew day videos and things like that? Don't always have the time personally to kind of film the whole brew day. It's kind of a, you know, it's quite a lengthy process. Getting all the camera equipment out, obviously now with 3 children, it's quite hectic. I have to pick a moment when I can kind of film it and whatnot. But I appreciate people do like it. Obviously there's going to be people coming to the channel that haven't seen a brew day, that might want to see like a new one or what setup I'm using now, etc. So I can appreciate it somewhat, but sometimes I think to myself, you know, do people want to watch that? People have complained about too many snack reviews and that. Again, you know, if you don't want to watch the snack review, you don't watch the snack review. You want to watch the beer review, you watch the beer review. It's, you know, it's fine by me. I'm really not fussed. I'm not going to get upset if the people that, you know, a certain video hasn't got too many views. Ironically, the carpet cleaner machine had more views than some of the beer reviews that I do. So I just, you know, work that one out. Anyway, so, you know, don't worry, the channel isn't changing, and if loads of companies end up sending me appliances, which would be absolutely fantastic, who wouldn't turn it down? I would have to think about setting up another channel, but I doubt that's going to happen. So, you know, to all the loyal fans that still want to see beer stuff, there will be more beer stuff. We've got 3 kits to brew now, and there's more on the way. I need to kind of, I'm thinking about a little few upgrades that I might get for some of my systems and that, so there's going to be some new purchases in the new year-ish, or maybe before Christmas. So anyway, that aside, this has gone on too long. Cheers.